Jack was a young boy who loved playing video games, and his favorite was Stardew Valley. He loved everything about the game, from farming to fishing and building relationships with the locals. One day, as he was playing the game, something strange happened. He suddenly felt like he was being pulled into the game, and before he knew it, he found himself standing in the middle of a farm. Jack couldn't believe his eyes. He was now a real farmer in Stardew Valley. He soon learned that his grandfather had left him a large plot of land, and it was up to him to take care of it. The only problem was that the land was overgrown with weeds, and there was a lot of work to be done. Jack had to clear the land, plant crops, and take care of animals to make a living. As he explored his new surroundings, Jack met the locals, who were all very friendly and welcoming. He realized that in order to succeed in his new life, he had to make friends with all 20 of them. Each local had their own unique story and personality, and Jack enjoyed getting to know them all. Despite the hard work, Jack found himself enjoying his new life in Stardew Valley. He loved the peacefulness of the countryside, the sound of the birds chirping, and the satisfaction of watching his crops grow. He even started to fall in love with one of the locals, and before he knew it, he had a family of his own. Years went by, and Jack grew old in Stardew Valley. He often thought back to the day he got sucked into the game, and how it changed his life forever. He knew that he would always cherish his time as a farmer in Stardew Valley, and the memories he made with the locals. Before Jack was sucked into Stardew Valley, he lived a relatively mundane life. He was a typical teenage boy who spent most of his free time playing video games, chatting with friends online, and watching TV shows. He had a small group of friends at school but didn't have any particularly close relationships. He often felt bored and unfulfilled, wishing for something exciting to happen in his life. Jack's family life was stable, but his parents were often busy with work and didn't have much time to spend with him. He struggled to find things to do on his own and often felt lonely. Playing video games was a way for him to escape his boredom and immerse himself in a different world. Despite his lack of passion for anything in particular, Jack did well in school and had plans to go to college. However, he didn't have a clear idea of what he wanted to study or what career he wanted to pursue. Overall, Jack's life was unremarkable and lacked direction, but little did he know, that was all about to change when he was sucked into Stardew Valley. Jack was an avid video gamer and enjoyed playing a variety of games. One of his favorite games was Fortnite, a battle royale game that pitted players against each other in a fight to the last survivor. Jack loved the fast-paced gameplay and the thrill of being the last person standing. He also enjoyed customizing his character's appearance and unlocking new skins and emotes. Another game Jack enjoyed playing was Minecraft, a sandbox game that allowed players to build and explore their own virtual worlds. Jack loved the creative freedom that Minecraft offered and spent hours building elaborate structures and experimenting with different materials. He also enjoyed playing with friends and working together to build even more impressive creations. Lastly, Jack enjoyed playing the FIFA series, a soccer simulation game that allowed him to manage his own team and compete against other players online. He loved the strategy involved in building his team, selecting the right players, and making tactical decisions during matches. Jack also enjoyed the social aspect of FIFA, as he could play with friends and compete against players from all over the world. Overall, Jack enjoyed a variety of video games that offered different gameplay experiences, from competitive battles to creative building and strategic sports management. Jack was playing Stardew Valley on his virtual reality headset when suddenly, something strange happened. The screen flickered, and he felt a sudden jolt of electricity surge through his body. Before he knew it, he was no longer in his bedroom but standing in the middle of a lush green field. He looked around in amazement, taking in his surroundings. He could see towering mountains in the distance and a river flowing nearby. He felt the soft grass under his feet and the warm sun on his skin. It was like he was actually in the game world. As he explored his new surroundings, Jack realized that he was now a real farmer in Stardew Valley. His grandfather had left him a large plot of land, and it was up to him to take care of it. The land was overgrown with weeds, and there was a lot of work to be done. As Jack worked hard to clear the land, plant crops, and take care of animals, he met the locals who were all very friendly and welcoming. They told him about the history of Stardew Valley and taught him how to farm properly. Jack soon realized that in order to succeed in his new life, he had to make friends with all 20 of the locals. Each local had their own unique story and personality, and Jack enjoyed getting to know them all. Despite the hard work, Jack found himself enjoying his new life in Stardew Valley. He loved the peacefulness of the countryside, the sound of the birds chirping, and the satisfaction of watching his crops grow. He even started to fall in love with one of the locals, and before he knew it, he had a family of his own. Years went by, and Jack grew old in Stardew Valley. He often thought back to the day he got sucked into the game and how it changed his life forever. He knew that he would always cherish his time as a farmer in Stardew Valley, and the memories he made with the locals. Jack's grandfather was a legendary farmer in Stardew Valley. He was known for his exceptional farming skills, his kind heart, and his innovative inventions. He was loved and respected by everyone in the valley, and his passing had left a void that was hard to fill. One of his most famous inventions was the sprinkler. Before the sprinkler, farmers had to manually water their crops, which was a time-consuming and tedious task. With the invention of the sprinkler, farmers could automate the watering process, freeing up time to focus on other tasks. The sprinkler revolutionized farming in Stardew Valley, and it was all thanks to Jack's grandfather. However, Jack's grandfather's life was cut short when he faced off against a tiger slime. The tiger slime was a formidable foe known for its strength and ferocity. Jack's grandfather knew that he had to defeat the tiger slime to protect his land and his family. He fought bravely, using all his skills and experience to take down the slime. Unfortunately, the battle was too much for Jack's grandfather, and he ultimately succumbed to his injuries. His passing was a great loss for the valley, and it was a reminder of the dangers that farmers faced in their daily lives. Despite his grandfather's tragic end, Jack was proud of his legacy. He knew that his grandfather had made a lasting impact on the farming community in Stardew Valley, and that his inventions and skills would always be remembered. Jack took up the mantle of farming and continued his grandfather's legacy, using the sprinkler and other inventions to farm more efficiently and effectively. Jack's grandmother was a mysterious woman who was known for her exceptional cooking skills. She was a quiet and reserved person who kept to herself, but her cooking was legendary in Stardew Valley. Everyone who tasted her food was left in awe of its deliciousness. Despite her quiet nature, Jack's grandmother had a deep love for adventure. She loved to travel and explore new places, and her favorite destination was the desert oasis that was a bus drive away from the valley. She would often take long trips to the oasis, spending weeks exploring the vast expanse of sand dunes and discovering new secrets. No one knew exactly what Jack's grandmother did in the desert oasis, but rumors abounded that she was a treasure hunter, searching for rare artifacts and treasures. Some people even claimed that she had found a legendary diamond in the depths of the oasis, although no one had ever seen it. Despite her love for adventure, Jack's grandmother always returned to Stardew Valley, where she would share her culinary creations with the locals. Her cooking was a way for her to connect with the people around her, and it brought joy and happiness to everyone who tasted it. When Jack was sucked into Stardew Valley, he often thought about his mysterious grandmother and the adventures she had. He knew that she had left behind a legacy of great food and a love for exploration, and he hoped to carry on her spirit of adventure in his own life. Jack's father, Aki, was a man of great ambition and courage. However, Aki's life took a tragic turn when Jack's mother died during childbirth. Rumors abounded that Aki had been in the Skull Cavern at the time, seeking out a legendary milk that could soothe his wife's pain. The Skull Cavern was a dangerous place, filled with deadly monsters and treacherous traps. No one knew for sure what had happened to Aki in the cavern, but it was clear that he had suffered greatly in his quest to save his wife. He was consumed by grief and spent most of his time alone, tending to his crops and animals. The rumors about Jack's father, Aki, only grew more mysterious over time. One particularly intriguing tale that circulated among the villagers was that they had seen Aki entering the skull cavern, but his skin appeared to be blue in color. Some speculated that he had been cursed by the dangerous monsters and spirits that haunted the caverns, while others suggested that he had found a powerful artifact that had transformed him. Still, others believed that the supposed blue color was simply a trick of the light or a shadow cast by Aki's large-brimmed hat. Despite the differing opinions, one thing was certain: no one ever saw Aki again. Some believed that he was still exploring the depths of the cavern, while others thought that he had met his fate at the hands of the dangerous monsters that lurked within. Regardless of what had actually happened to Aki, the rumors only added to the intrigue and mystery surrounding the legendary adventurer. Many villagers still spoke of Aki in hushed tones, recalling his bravery and his love for exploration. Jack, in particular, remained fascinated by his father's adventures, and he often dreamed of following in his footsteps and uncovering the secrets of the dangerous skull cavern.